Hey folks, Dave back here in the Studio B. I'll be playing some shootout hockey tonight. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go on tonight, and then I was like, yeah, I think I'll jump on and play some shootout. I just played a bunch of solitaire pro football. Again, that game is just so good. It really is. So I want to get back to some hockey. It gives me a reason to get back to my full season replay in shootout hockey. So I might do. I got a double header planned tonight. Hopefully it'll go well. If it doesn't go well, then it'll just be a single header. It won't be a double header, but we'll have to see how it goes tonight. I just want to make sure that I'm up and running and that we are looking good here. So 1 second while I call this up. And yeah, looks like I am live. I always do like to check this real quick. Okay. Now I can keep an eye on the chat room as well in case anybody wants to chat. But hope everybody had a good Saturday. I worked most of the day and then I played some pro solitaire football. Talked to Ron. I think Ron's going to be playing some pro solitaire football too. So he's excited about that. Continuing my 1980 season. So that was fun. Amos Elvish jumped in the chat room real quick. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Just going to do a little hockey tonight, I think. I didn't see anybody on, so it's like, okay, I'll come on. At least there wasn't anybody on a minute ago. So we'll kick things off here. So let's get down to ice level, shall we? So first game on the docket tonight in 1970-71 is this is actually November 4th of 1970 as I just rolled into November. I'm playing every game in that season using shootout hockey. So I blew through October. Now things have slowed down in November because I'm playing a lot of Apple hockey and I'm playing a lot of solitaire pro football. But anyway, I gotta get my right numbers here. Let me do this. How's this now? Let me fix that. Fix that. Okay, now we're back. So these are my Montreal, Minnesota numbers. The other game is part of a doubleheader. So, all right. So let's get this going here. It's Montreal at Minnesota. We have Phil Meir in the net for Montreal, and Gilles Gilbert is getting the start over Maniago and Worsley. They always put Gilbert in the tough games, so maybe they didn't want to burn out Maniago and Worsley. I don't know. But it's going to be Gilbert and Meir tonight. So I'm going to turn my sound off, and well, here we go. Let's start rolling. Again, I am the official scorer. So again, I may not be playing this game 100% correct. I may make mistakes in the game, and I may modify some things to make this game more fun for me and the audience. So all that being said, let's continue on and play the game. Alrighty, so 1 minute off the clock here in Minnesota. I think it's Bloomington at the Met, isn't it? A 70, and that is nothing for anybody. So a couple more minutes off the clock here in Minnesota. 38, that is nothing either. No time off the clock this roll. And a 67, oh, so close, but it's not going to be a scoring chance for either team. 2 minutes off the clock. And 89, there we go. Minnesota scoring chance. So I need to put this down here. So we got a Minnesota scoring chance. What I do is I have a little notepad here, and I keep track of my my scoring chances because then I'll refer to the chart to get shots on goal at the end of the period, and that's how I like to do it. All right, so who's going to get the scoring chance here? It's going to be Danny Grant. So Danny Grant will get the first scoring chance of the game. Danny Grant in the Montreal zone for the faceoff circle. His shot, no goal, turned aside by Phil Meir. Another minute comes off the clock here in Minnesota, so Meir comes up big. Now it's going to be a chance for the Canadians. Canadians weren't really that good in 1970-71, by the way. No, wait, I'm wrong. They won the Cup that year. It was the year before they weren't that good. This is the year they won the Cup because they got Dryden in late in the season. That's what happened. All right, so, chance, it's going to be F now. F, who is that? Oh, Frank Mahovlich. Frank Mahovlich in the Minnesota zone from the slot, point blank range on Gilbert, and he scores. And the Canadians go up 1-0. Frank Mahovlich with the goal. And let's see who gets the assist. So it's going to be Mahovlich from Conway. And that's it. So Frank Mahovlich from Conway. So Montreal goal scored Frank Mahovlich by Yvon Conway. That's going to be an even strength goal. We'll call that 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And the Canadians are off and running here in Minnesota. And try to figure, yeah, the horn sounds. I think I turned off the sound in this game. It's an annoying horn, and the dice rolls are annoying. So 2 minutes off the clock after the goal. 53. Oh, this could be a penalty on the home team. And it is. We got some penalties coming up here. So let's see if I can sort this out. So it looks like J.P. Parisi and Tom Reed will get the penalty. So Parisi and Reed will go to the box. So J.P. Parisi will go to the box. I just give everybody boarding because it just makes things so much faster for me to log in. And again, it's all kind of cosmetic anyway. Tom Reed will get a penalty as well. Sometimes I'll do a tripping or something like that, but when I'm just keeping stats, I don't need to know what the penalty was. And I think that's it. So X and Y too. So there's 2 X's on the team that I can see and nobody else. Oh, we got a Montreal power play here. So now they'll be rolling 1-34. And that's nope. And now we go to the last minute of the power play. And yes, scoring chance for the Canadians on the man advantage. This is usually a goal, by the way. Let's see. So LaRose. I think that's the third line. Is that Claude LaRose? So Claude LaRose from the slot on the power play. And that's an easy goal for LaRose on the tap-in. And the Canadians go up 2-0. So LaRose is out there with a second defensive line. So we got LaRose, no 6. And LaRose, Pete Mahavlich, and Tardif. So LaRose gets the goal. Claude LaRose from Mahavlich and Tardif. The whole line picks up some help on that power play goal. And the Canadians up 2-0 here in Minnesota. 2 minutes off the clock. And we got a 19. That's another chance for Montreal. Chance to go up by 3 and put away the Stars on home ice. Okay, is Henry Richard. Richard from the blue line, his long shot, score! Henry Richard beating Gilbert with a long shot, and it's now 3-0 Canadians. So Richard from Tremblay, and that's all we got. So we got Henry Richard from J.C. Tremblay on the goal. And this game's getting out of hand early, folks. 2 minutes. Still in the first period, 3-0 Montreal. Now they could have a penalty, though. And they do. So Y and X2. So it looks like our Tardif and LaRose will get penalties. So Tardif picks up a penalty. And then LaRose will also get a penalty. So Minnesota will get to go on the power play. Anybody else? So we have a Y and an X2. So we have a Y and an X2 and a Y over here. So Harper and Roberto each get penalties. So Harper will get a penalty. Yep. And we're going to make that a boarding call. I make them all boarding calls, as I just said. And Roberto. And that'll round out the penalties here for the Canadians. All right, Minnesota on the man advantage now. Minnesota will get a scoring chance as they try to get on the board. It is L. So we got Labossiere. PJ's going to kill me because I butchered this name. I called him Labossiere, but I think it's Labossiere. So Labossiere is going to get the chance now. Labossiere on the power play. From the slot, Labossiere fires on Mir and scores, and the North Stars are on the board. Labossiere gets the power play goal. And, he's got the bench out there. That's interesting. So Labossiere from, Burns and Russo. So that's easy enough. So Minnesota goal. Labossiere from Burns and Bobby Russo. That's a power play goal. And the North Stars are on the board now. It's 3-1. So 3 minutes off the clock. High scoring first period here, 68. That's not a chance for anybody. And that'll end the period. So we'll get our shots on goal. So Montreal we're going to give them 9 shots on goal. And Minnesota, we're going to give them 10 shots on goal. So Montreal with 9, picking up 3 goals. Not a good period for Gilbert. And 10 over here, so Mir makes 9 saves. And we'll go to the next period. So second period action here for Minnesota. 3-1 Canadians. So we get 2 minutes off the clock. And we get 80. And that's almost a scoring chance for Minnesota. But they failed to connect on the pass. And 34, that's not a chance for anybody. So 2 minutes off the clock. 28, that's not a chance for anybody. So Montreal still leading this one 3-1, 6 minutes into the period, and that's not a scoring chance. 1. And scoring chance for Minnesota here in the second period. Incidentally, I got some really cool Apple hockey coming up. I think I'm going to stream some of it. Myself and Ron are looking at the 1929-30 NHL season, and it's really fun to look back on that season and some of the rule changes and Clint Benedict wearing a mask. So I might have to wear the do the Clint Benedict game where he wears a mask, or maybe his last game. So there's a couple of cool things in the 1929-30 season that I'm going to do that I'll be streaming. Should be kind of fun. All right, Druin. Druin's going to get the chance. Druin. From the blue line. Druin, long shot. Score! Druin. That went through a screen. Mir never saw it. And it's 3-2. So Druin on the goal from Goldsworthy. And that's it. So Druin from Goldsworthy. Jude Druin on the goal. Goldsworthy with the assists. And it's now 3-2. So look out, folks. The Stars coming back at home after falling down early to the Canadiens. 1 minute off the clock. And 60, that's not a chance for anybody. 4 minutes off the clock. And 50, we got some pushing and shoving. And Z2 with a spear. I don't have a Z2. And no. So nothing going on here as Bobby shows up here. Everyone's weekend. I get off work a little while ago, and I've been playing games ever since. So that's kind of fun. So hopefully the Alligators are treating you well down there. So no penalties on the play. 1 minute comes off the clock. And a 65. That's not a chance for either team. 3 minutes off the clock here. Time running out in the second period. 81. Ooh, almost a chance for Minnesota. Hey, Carl shows up here. Got to take care of Bobby and the Alligators down there. I saw a picture today. It was a picture of a golf ball on top of an alligator. And it's like, what would you do? Well, how do you play that? You know, if your ball lands on top of an alligator, well, what do you do? I think this is a scoring chance for Montreal. We'll give them a scoring chance. I don't know if that was a time check or not. We'll give them a scoring chance. F is Frank Mahovlich again. F is for Frank. From the slot, Frank Mahovlich fires, and no, he's turned aside. Gilbert. Oh, what a save by Gilles Gilbert in the net, keeping the score 3-2 for the North Stars. No time off the clock on this one. 82. Oh, almost a chance for Minnesota. That would have been nice to come back and get a shot on that there. 1, 2, 3. Time running out in the period. 77. And that will do it. So let's check the shots on net as the second period ends. Minnesota climbing back in this one. Shots on goal will be 10 for Montreal and 10 for Minnesota. So 19 and 20. Take a look at our box score real quick. Let's see how we got to the third period. All Montreal in the first period. Mahovlich, LaRose, and Richard made it 3-0, but then Labossiere, late goal on the power play, got Minnesota on the board. The only goal in that second period, Jude Druin from Goldsworthy, and that cut the lead to 3-2, and that's where we stand going to the third period. 3 off the clock. And it's a scoring chance for the North Stars. Chance for the home team to tie this up. They're working around the Montreal zone. Back to Druin, who has one of the goals. Druin from the blue line again. Druin, long shot through a screen. Mir trying to make the save. 6-8-12. Mir trying to make the save. And he does on a 6. So Phil Mir makes the save, and he hangs on. Big stop for the Montreal goaltender. Keeping this game 3-2. 3 minutes off the clock. We've played 8 minutes. 77. Nothing. Fast-paced game here in Minnesota. 1 minute off the clock. I think that was a minute off the clock. I might have screwed Montreal with a scoring chance. That's all right, because I gave them one earlier. 1, 2, 3. Tribe fans in the house as well. 14, there's a chance for Montreal. We'll give them a chance here. So Montreal with a chance. Montreal Slides the puck over to Pete Mahavlich. Big Pete Mahavlich in the Minnesota end. Face-off circle. His drive. He scores. Pete Mahavlich beats Gilles Gilbert, and the Canadians go up 4-2. So Mahavlich from Tardif on the goal, and also Tremblay. So let's go to the scoring here. So Pete Mahavlich on the goal from Tardif and J.C. Tremblay, and the Canadians now, midway through the third period, had a 4-2 lead. The alligator activity is quiet right now. That's good. Do you still is that the place? If we were down in Florida one time, you looked out in the dark and you could see all the eyes in the pond. Is that how it works down there? You can see all the alligator eyes. I'd say, Carl, I'll read that in 1 second here. I think that's 2 minutes off the clock. I don't want to screw this up here. 1, 2. I might have already done that. That's okay. Not a chance for Montreal. They were going to win this game anyway. Montreal, Jay this time. Oh, Roberto. So Roberto's got a penalty. He's got a chance to get a goal here. Roberto out there. His shot from the blue line. Save and a rebound. I consider that a scoring chance. So a rebound on Gilbert is a 3. And it's a save by Gilbert. And he keeps the North Stars in this game a little longer. 4 minutes off the clock. Oh, boy. Time ticking away on the home team. Nothing going on there. 2 minutes off the clock. Down to the final minute of play. 84. Oh, there's a chance for the North Stars. And then we can pull the goalie maybe there. And it's G with it. Harvey with it. Harvey with a chance. Harvey from the face-off circle. Harvey turned aside by Mir. And that'll probably do it in the game. One more flip of the card coming. Not a scoring chance in Minnesota. Minnesota with a Q. Tom Reed. Reed, the defenseman, comes into the slot, and he scores. Oh, boy, hold the phone. Reed scores for Minnesota with line 1 out there with him. So Reed from Grant and Harris. So we got one more flip coming. So we got Reed from Grant and Harris. That's the even strength goal. And we'll call this, I didn't generate our seconds here, did I? 44. All right, so there's 14 seconds left. So I'm going to pull the goalie and flip one card. I usually flip 2 for the open net because we're in the final minute. I'm only flipping 1 card, and I'm looking down over here under the 6th where it says ENG. That's where I'm looking. I got 1 flip of the card. Again, I usually do 2, but because we already scored in the final minute, they get 1. And they score! They tie it up. Minnesota has scored 2 goals in the final 15 seconds to tie this game up. Unbelievable finish here. With a goalie on the bench, Bill Goldsworthy will tie the game. Well, out there with a second line, Bill Goldsworthy from Harris. And now we'll go Druin and Grant. We'll give them all to the forwards. So Goldsworthy from Druin and Grant. We got to get a nice at 51. 1951, 7 seconds later with the goalie out. Even strength, empty net goal. And this game is tied, and that will end it. Wow, what a crazy finish here in Minnesota. The Canadians had the game wrapped up. A late goal by Minnesota. They pulled the goalie, and they get the goal on the 6-man card. That's very rare. So we got a 4-4 tie here. Let's get the shots on goal, shall we? So in the third period, Montreal would get 9 shots on goal. And, 3 and 6, that's 15 shots. So Montreal finishes up with 28 shots on goal. And 35 shots for Minnesota on Mir. And wowzers. And that is our final score. So the North Stars come back with 2 goals in the final minute of the game and tie it up with Montreal 4-4. So let's put our goalies in here. So we're going to say that Mir played 60 and Gilbert played 59. We'll go to my box score. And I got to save it now, and we'll fire up the next game, and I'll read that comment from Carl. So Goldsworthy ties this up 7 seconds apart. That's the game-tying goal. And I'm going to save my box score, and that's going to be Minnesota 5. So I can put in the stats later. And yeah, wow, what a crazy finish here in Montreal as we get ready to switch to the next game of our doubleheader, and that is going to be Boston, St. Louis at Boston. Let me get that set up, and then I'll read the comment. So it's going to be St. Louis at the Boston Bruins. Part 2 of our doubleheader here on the channel. Let's get our starting goaltenders. It's going to be Hall and Eddie Johnson. And I try to use the as-play goaltenders is what I try to do, by the way. Okay, so Carl says, okay, saw a thread on Delphi this week that revealed Maz et al. Had signed off on overhauling the Apple Hockey forecheck chart to create more block shots. Yeah, I was kind of following that too. And what they want to do is when it's a turnover, when it's like you lose the puck or whatever you want to call it to the opposing left wing or whatever, they want to turn those into block shots because some people keep track of the block shots and the whole bit. So they want to add some block shots to Apple Hockey, and that's how they're going to do it. That if you roll a third die, I think it's you roll a third die, and if a certain number comes up, that the turnover was the result of a block shot. So yes, I did see that. And oh, your wife got her PhD from University of Florida, and the Gators will swim to the edge of the pavement and stare at the traffic. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So anyway, so we got to go into Boston now as the starting goaltenders here. Let me slide this aside. So I'm going to mark off that I played the Montreal-Minnesota game. And I'm actually jumping to November 5th tonight for this game here. I still got a couple games on November 4th, but I'll play those offline, off the air, so to speak. And we'll televise this one here. St. Louis, Boston, from the Boston Garden here in 1970. This was November 5th, 1970, and it's Hall in net against Johnston. All right, so the final game of the night here, the second half of our doubleheader. Hopefully we have another good one like we did in the last one. A great comeback by Minnesota. Now we switch you over to Boston, so here we go. And 3 minutes off the clock here in Boston. Oh, by the way, I already turn off the sound. I already did roll for my my results here. I did that ahead of time, by the way. 3 minutes off the clock here in Boston. And a 16. Oh, almost a chance for St. Louis, but they can't control the puck. So 2 minutes off the clock now. A 12. Ooh, another chance for St. Louis. They keep pressing, but they can't get anything on the net. 1 minute off the clock. Boston flat-footed right now, and St. Louis gets a chance. It's been all Blues here in the first period. Here's the first good scoring chance. It's going to be Red Berenson with the puck. Berenson moving in on Johnson. In the slot, Berenson shoots. And, oh, Johnson, can he make the big save? 7 and then 9 to 10. And, no, he scores. Red Berenson puts the Blues up 1-0. He's out there with line 1, D1. So, Berenson from Ecclestone. Anybody else? And Morrison. So, the whole first line. So, Red Berenson from Ecclestone and George Morrison. And the Blues are on the board here in Boston as the Bruins off to a real slow start at home. 1 minute off the clock. 17. Nope, no chances there. It's been all low numbers in this game. 2 minutes off the clock. 27. Another low number. 3 minutes off the clock. There's my high number right there. 78. There we go. Scoring chance for Boston. Boston looking to tie it up now here at home. It's going to be Phil Esposito with the puck. Phil Esposito in the St. Louis zone from the slot. Esposito walks in. Possible save by Hall. No, he scores. Hall got a piece of it, but it trickles in, and the Bruins have tied the game at 1-1. So Esposito out there with a second line. So Esposito from Hodge, and that's all. So Boston goal, Phil Esposito from Kenny Hodge, and the game is tied up at 1-1 here in Boston. 2 minutes off the clock here at the Garden. And if penalty on the home team, it probably will be. Penalty B. And do I get a Z3? No, I don't. That's a Z with a 3 fighting. That's not a Z3, though. So somebody got away with a spear, probably Derek Sanderson. And there's no call. So another minute off the clock here in a 1-1 game in the first period. 10, not a chance of the Blues. The Blues, who lost to the Bruins in the Stanley Cup in 69-70, are playing them tough here. Morrison with it now. Morrison from the blue line. His long shot. Turned aside by Eddie Johnston. Nice save by the netminder. 1 minute off the clock. 38. That is nothing. 2 minutes off the clock. 38 again. And that'll end the period. So I got to get my shots on goal here. So St. Louis owned that period there. 10 shots. Boston could only come away with 8. So 10 shots to St. Louis and 8 for Boston. And we'll go to the second period here at the Garden. 1-1 our score. .68. Nope, that is not a scoring chance. Let's check for time. 2 minutes off the clock here. Boston's only had 1 scoring chance in this game. And Minnesota has 2. So 4 minutes off the clock. And it's 68. Still no scoring chance for Boston. 44. Could be a penalty on the Blues. W's, yeah, we got some penalties coming up here. We got a lot of penalties coming up. So Sabrin's going to get a penalty. Gary Sabrin's going to the box. And again, I mark everything as just boarding right now because I really don't. What the infraction is really doesn't matter, and it's just faster to select boarding. Who else we got? A W and a Z too. So we got Bordelot is going to get a penalty as well. So Christian Bordelot will go to the box at some point. And then 2 minutes. There we go. And any more W's over here? I thought I saw one over here. Bill Plager. All right, so Sabrin, Bordelot, and Bill Plager. Down the bottom here. So the Bruins go on the man advantage here in the second period. So 1 minute comes off the clock. Boston now. A 20. Nope. Wow, they got a 58 to 100. It's been all low rolls tonight. There we go. There's a scoring chance. Power play chance for the Bruins. They set up in the offensive zone. The puck's going to end up with Wayne Carlton in the last half of this power play. Wayne Carlton on the power play. From the faceoff circle, Carlton shot. Oh boy, not a chance for Hall to make the save. 8 to 10. And he can't make the save. Carlton puts it in, and that's a power play goal for Boston. And it's 2 to 1. So Wayne Carlton from Bobby Orr. And Carlton from Bobby Orr, and that's it. So Orr setting up Carlton for the goal. And the Bruins take a 2 to 1 lead. That is a power play goal for Boston. And it's 2 to 1. And now Red Sox fan jumped in on the second part of our doubleheader. Al just missed a great game. We played Minnesota, Montreal. Minnesota with a couple late goals. Got a tie with Montreal in their game. And right now, Boston fell behind 1-0. But now they lead 2 to 1 thanks to a power play goal by Wayne Carlton. 3 minutes off the clock. And then, Boston with another scoring chances. They've turned this game around after a lackluster first period. F with it now. Johnny McKenzie, Pie McKenzie. Johnny McKenzie from the slot. Pie McKenzie's drive. No goal. Turned aside by Hall. We don't usually get shots in a slot that are the save, but Hall turned them aside. 66. Nothing doing. Check for time. 2 minutes off the clock. 4 minutes of play here in the period. Nothing again. 2 minutes off the clock. A very fast-moving game here at Boston. 81. There's another chance for the Bruins. Looking to add an insurance goal here late in the period. It's Kenny Hodge. Hodge has the puck. Makes a move. Hodge moves right in. Point blank on Hall. Hodge. And, possible save. 8 to 10. And he scores. So Hodge wiggles his way in, and that puck did get over the line. And the Bruins now lead 3 to 1. So Hodge from Orr and Esposito. So Kenny Hodge slides that in. Esposito and Orr picking up the assist, and Boston goes up now 3-1. And thanks for everybody that's tuning in tonight as we play a little bit of hockey tonight on the channel. And just a couple quick games of shootout hockey. Shootout's fun. I can get on and play a game or two really quick, and I get to continue my. This is a full season playthrough I'm doing, so it gives me an excuse to play this game too, is when I stream it. 1, 2. That's going to be the end of the period actually. So let me check my shots on net. So for Minnesota, 9 shots for the North Stars, and for Boston, they will get 11 shots. So 19 shots for St. Louis through 2 periods. And for Boston, they also have 19 shots. So let's go to the third period here. Yeah, Kenny Hodge puts that one home. So let's check our box score here. I like to check our box score after 2 periods. So we'll see what happened here. So Red Berenson kicked it off 5:55 in this game from Ecclestone and Morrison. St. Louis was up 1-0. Phil Esposito, though, tied it up for Boston from Kenny Hodge, and that's how the first ended. In the second period, Wayne Carlton from Bobby Orr on the power play, but Bruins up 2-1. And then Kenny Hodge from Esposito and Orr at the end of the period, and that's how the Bruins took their 3-1 lead. So let's kick things off here. 3 minutes in the third, off the clock, and we got a scoring chance for Boston now on the 0-0. Looking to put the Blues away. It's Bobby Orr. Orr with it. Orr from the blue line. Orr with a drive. No goal. Turned aside by Hall. He denied Orr in the long shot. 1 minute off the clock. Oh, you got the second shot? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of people. Yep. No scoring chance for either team. 1 minute off the clock. 25, nothing. Bruins just trying to escape dodge here. 98, scoring chance for Boston. I think that's a scoring chance. We're going to give it to him anyway. D. Orr again. Orr this time. No, from the blue line again. Orr's long shot. He scores this time. He blasted this by Hall. And Orr out there with a third line this time. So Orr from Carlton. They've connected a couple times tonight. So Bobby Orr from Wayne Carlton, and the Bruins are now in command now. That's an even strength goal. And it's 4-1 Boston here. 3 minutes off the clock. 79, another scoring chance. Boston is really turning it on here. It is Kenny Hodge again. Kenny Hodge. He moves into the slot again, facing Hall up close, and he scores. Kenny Hodge makes it 5-1 Boston. Orr will get the assist, as well as Esposito. So the Bruins just walking away, scoring 5 goals in a row. And they should take this one here in Boston. 12 minutes to play, and the Bruins have scored 5 goals in a row. 54. Oh, but it could be a penalty, though. And it is. So we got a Z and an X2. So we got McKenzie, Sanderson, and Orr all going to the box. And Hodge. And Cashman. Holy cow. Look at all these penalties here. So I'll go do Cashman first. We'll go right down the list. We'll give them all their penalties. So Cashman, Hodge. Cashman, Hodge, McKenzie. I think I said Sanderson too, right? He's got a Z. Sanderson. Well, that's a lot of penalties. I guess they're up by that many goals. They're going to start gooning it up. And another Z. Yeah, Bobby Orr. So Orr will get a penalty too. So they're all logged in. And so St. Louis goes on the man advantage here late in the game. So wait, 1 minute off the clock, a 76. Oh, boy, that's going to be a shorthanded chance for Boston. Shorthanded chance for the Bruins. H. It's going to be Eddie Westfall, who kills penalties. So this is pretty good. Eddie Westfall, shorthanded specialist for the Bruins. Eddie Westfall. So I'm going to be looking right here. I don't bother flipping where on the shorthanded because it's always blue line. So I'm just going to look top shelf right here. Eddie Westfall, no goal, turned aside. And the Blues continue on the power play. 68 is nobody. And so the power play is over. 2 minutes off the clock. 73, another chance for Boston. Really trying to run it up here on the Blues, making a statement that they swept them in the Cup Finals, and they would do it again if they had to. D, Bobby Orr again. Orr with it. From the face-off circle, Orr comes in, tees this up. His shot. No goal. Hall makes a nice glove save, and he'll hang on. So we got a little over 5 minutes to play in this one. 86. Oh, man, the Bruins just putting it on the Blues right now. They're not letting up at all. K. Cashman this time. Wayne Cashman's out of the box. Wayne Cashman in the slot. Wayne Cashman scores. So Cashman gets involved in some of the scoring from Orr and Esposito. So Cashman, Esposito, and Orr, and this has turned into a runaway tonight, folks, here at the Garden. And those few folks still standing and cheering are real Bruins fans right now. No time off the clock this time. Oh, boy, not as good as 7 scoring chances for Boston in the period. Wow. Derek Sanderson. Sanderson from the blue line. His shot turned aside by Hall. I got a minute off the clock. 4. Chance for St. Louis now. Chance to save some face. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. It's going to be Saint Marseille. Saint Marseille from the blue line. He takes the long shot, and that's turned aside by Eddie Johnston. 1 minute off the clock. Under 4 minutes to play here in Boston. And it's another scoring chance for Boston. That's 8. That might be a record for me. V. Wayne Carlton again. He's had a big day. Carlton from the blue line. And Carlton's shot. That is stopped by Hall. Under 3 minutes to play. Penalty home and away. What's going on here? Z2. I don't have a Z2 over here. No, I don't. And Y2 on a slash. I don't have a Y2. So just some pushing and shoving right there. 1 minute off the clock. A little over a minute to play. Penalty on the away team. That's just how we're going to end the night. So we got some penalties over here. So we definitely have a use. So Ecclestone will pick up the penalty. And the Bruins will have a power play to end the game. So Ecclestone goes to the box. I don't have any Z3s. Cameron goes to the box. And who else goes to the box of St. Louis? Any more U's? Yeah, Jimmy Lorenz, who did play with the Bruins at one point. He'll go to the box. And any more U's? That's it. So no Z3s. So 3 guys go to the box. So the Bruins are on the power play here. 10. No, it's actually going to be a shorthanded chance for the Blues. The Blues shorthanded. M. Fran Huck. And be careful how you say that guy's name. Huck's going to go shorthanded. And Huck, no goal. And that should do it in the game. Oh, no, we get a 0. So we get one more flip on the 0. That's the Hockey Unreal rule. A 3. Oh, boy, another shorthanded chance for the Blues. 2 shorthanded chances here in the final minute. Oh, we got a rare play. And they got a cold goal, so that'll basically end the game, I would believe. Yep, so that'll end the game. So the final here in Boston, it's the Bruins 6 and the Blues 1. We got scoring chances here in the third period. We got 7. We're going to call it 8 for St. Louis. And for Boston, holy smokes, 8 and a 5. Wow, 22 shots in that third period. So we have 27 total shots for the Blues. And for Boston, they pounded Hall. They pounded him with 41 shots. 22 in that third. So let's get that up to 41. Oh, we'll call it 42. That's fine. 42 shots in the 6-1 final. So Glenn Hall, he was a sacrificial lamb tonight for the Blues, giving up 6 goals. So we'll check the box score. And as we saw, Red Berenson scored early Well, the Blues made it 1-0, and then it was 6 straight goals for Boston. Esposito tying it. Wayne Carlton will get the game-winning goal here in the second period. Kenny Hodge also scored. And then in the third period, Orr, Hodge, and Cashman all cashed in. Again, 42 shots for Boston, 20 for St. Louis. We're going to save my box score. That's Boston's 6th home game, so I'll save that and I'll log in the stats later. And that is that. And let's go back to Studio B. And I want to say thanks for everybody that tuned in and watched a little bit of hockey on this Saturday night. I have definitely more Solitaire Pro Football coming up here on the channel. I'm loving that game. I'm playing so much of that. I played 3 quarters last night. Then I had to go to bed because I had to work in the morning, early this morning. So then I just finished up the 4th quarter here, Atlanta, San Francisco, 1980. Fun game. Again, coming down to the last drive. It was a really good time. And then some Apple hockey. I think I'm going to be playing a surprise season. I think I talked about it a little bit maybe earlier, but I got a couple of games from a surprise season I want to play. Ron and myself are going over some of the rules for that season. So that'll come up. So I got some Apple hockey and some more Solitaire Pro Football coming up here on the channel. And you guys have asked for some more Apple, so I'll play some more Apple hockey. I know it takes a little bit longer to play, but that is such a fun game. It really is. The Solitaire Pro Football, I don't know if I can do full games. I might do halves again. What I like to do is play the first half out offline and then stream the second half so you can see the end of the game. Because the whole game is just a long game. It really is. But it's very enjoyable, and I take my time with it, especially with the helper. The Pro Football Helper is fantastic for that game there. But anyway, so again, thank you again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday.